Welcome, listeners, to today's episode titled John Donne's Songs and Sonnets Love, Drama, and the Monarch of Wit. Today, we are diving deep into the life and poetic works of John Donne, a figure who transformed the landscape of love poetry in the 17th century. We're in for a treat because, in the next 10 minutes, we will unveil how this extraordinary poet turned love lyrics into miniature dramas filled with wit, paradox, and a spiritual tension that still resonates with us today.
Indeed, and what a figure he was. John Donne began his life in London in 1572, born to a Catholic family at a time when Catholics faced severe legal and social penalties in England. Imagine living in constant fear of persecution while simultaneously trying to navigate the complexities of love and desire. It's an intense backdrop that shaped much of his poetry.
Absolutely. Donne was, in many ways, the quintessential Renaissance man. He studied at Oxford and possibly Cambridge, traveled across Europe, and at one time even lived the glamorous life of a witty young courtier and soldier. But it's crucial to understand that his early works were not published. They circulated privately among his friends. It wasn't until years later that his poetry moved into the realm of public acclaim.
His work was indeed kept within a close circle, almost like secret conversations about love, politics, and life itself. And then, let's not forget the scandal of his secret marriage that led to his temporary fall from grace. He later became an Anglican priest, and during his long career, faced financial struggles and social controversies that impacted both his life and his craft. How do you think these experiences affected his poetry?
I think they had a profound influence. Critics often note that Donne's poetry is inherently dramatic, not in the sense that it should be performed on stage, but because each poem feels like a scene where a self-aware speaker navigates complex emotional arguments. You could think of it as a battle of wits, where love, doubt, and desire clash in a series of powerful emotional exchanges.
Exactly. Behind every line, there's this palpable sense of personal urgency. Imagine the stakes being life and love all rolled into one concise poem. It's like being dropped into the middle of a heated argument where every turn of phrase is charged with meaning. That's part of what makes Donne's poetry so challenging, but also so rewarding to read.
And speaking of challenges, let's dive into his characteristic style. Donne is a central figure in what critics later named metaphysical poetry, known for bold comparisons and intricate reasoning that fuse intellect with emotion. His famous conceits, these are extended metaphors that draw surprising connections, link lovers to objects as diverse as compasses and fleas. It's a playful yet intense way to explore love, isn't it?
Absolutely. It forces readers to think on multiple levels. Some early critics, however, felt that this approach packed his love poems with subtle philosophical musings instead of flowing romantic sentiments. Yet others saw this as a brilliant exploration of experience, where every argument and image becomes a tool for probing the depths of love, faith, and desire.
Right. And when we explore the songs and sonnets, we find they're almost exclusively focused on various aspects of love, capturing its joys, fears, betrayals, and hopes over many years. These weren't simply written as a sequential series, but rather as a reflection of an evolving emotional landscape.
And those poems range from cynical depictions of unreliable partners to deeply affectionate verses that convey a sense of stability in love, perhaps echoing Donne's own marriage to Anne More. Critics interpret a core set of these poems as reflections of his passionate yet tumultuous marriage, where fulfillment exists even amidst life's hardships.
Yes, and these pieces do more than just showcase romantic affection. They meditate on what it means to be truly connected with another person, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. When reading them, one can't help but feel that Donne invites us on this deeply personal exploration of human connection.
Oh, and that's one of the reasons why Donne's love poetry remains so compelling today. It refuses to deliver easy answers. He depicts love as both physical and spiritual, as both selfish and self-giving, laden with joy, yet fraught with anxiety about mortality. It presents a harmonious balance of contradictions, which reflects our modern romantic relationships just as much as it did in the 17th century.
What a brilliant way to put it. This idea of discordia concourse, or the harmony of discord, is essential to Donne's work. His poetry captures this authentic exploration of love that doesn't shy away from discomfort. For listeners today, engaging with his songs and sonnets offers a compact yet intellectually demanding, but also emotionally raw examination of what it means to love deeply and authentically.
Exactly, and hearing Don's words can feel like listening in on a vibrant conversation where wit and genuine emotion collide. Such intensity is why his reputation has endured. Once considered controversial, he now stands among the giants of English poetry.
It's beautiful, isn't it? His intricate thoughts and emotional honesty resonate deeply with readers, even centuries later. If this brief journey through Don's songs and sonnets has intrigued you, I encourage everyone to dive into some of his poems aloud. Pay attention to those quick twists of thought and sudden flashes of feeling.
And in a future episode, we can dig into specific poems line by line, uncovering how Don's dramatic voice and breathtaking conceits work, both on the page and in our minds. There's so much to explore.
Absolutely. Until then, keep pondering the depths of love and the mysteries of human connection. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of John Donne, and we hope you'll tune in for our next episode.